If you're a small business owner who's stressed about small business taxes, this video is for you because it uncovers the real reason for your anxiety over tax season and equips you with tips that will help you immediately feel at ease when it comes to your small business tax return. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell for weekly entrepreneur advice and small business tips. When I'm doing group coaching, I always tell clients that if you have the right entrepreneur motivation when it comes to filing taxes for self-employed, then you will be able to get through tax season with the peace of mind intended for entrepreneur small business owners. Let me know in the comments below if you feel any anxiety over tax season. Now, reason number one for tax season anxiety is that you believe that taxes are complicated. But the truth is that when it comes to Entrepreneurship 101, tax season is extremely easy. Let me explain. Your job is not to know the tax law, okay? Take a big sigh of relief. You don't have to know anything about taxes. As the business owner, your sole responsibility is to simply do your small business bookkeeping in a manner that is as easy as bookkeeping for beginners. You don't have to know small business accounting. You simply have to track the things that are necessary in order for your tax preparer to do their job. I'll link to my most popular video that breaks down bookkeeping into tracking the bare minimum amount of information in order to maximize your tax deductions for small business. So remember, taxes don't have to be complicated because you don't need to know anything about taxes. That's why you have a tax preparer. Now, reason number two for feeling anxiety over tax season is that you feel unprepared. Did you ever show up for a test in school where you completely forgot about it until an hour before the test and you had to sit there and cram as much information as you could into learning and studying before that exam started? The amount of anxiety that you felt before that test was magnified because you were unprepared. Taxes are the same. So many small business owners fail to do their bookkeeping throughout the year so that when tax season comes, all of a sudden they're scrambling around trying to figure out, oh my gosh, what was all my income? Where are all my receipts so I can figure out my expenses and be able to claim my small business tax write-offs? This is just shooting yourself in the foot. You are magnifying the amount of anxiety and stress that you're feeling during tax season. So let me know in the comments below, do you ever feel unprepared with tax season? Well, to combat this anxiety, all you need to do is be prepared. And you can do this by getting a simple bookkeeping system in place. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't need to have an accounting software to do it. You just need a super simple way to track your income, your expenses, to mark the tax deduction category that expense falls into. And don't worry, I have a free ultimate tax deduction cheat sheet that will make this easy for you. Students in my 5-minute bookkeeping course have this process down to an art form. It is so easy that it's just become a habit, something that's as easy as brushing their teeth every day. They don't even have to think about it. It just happens on autopilot. And then when tax season comes, they feel prepared. They feel confident that their records are complete and organized, and they simply have to send that off to their tax accountant who does all the heavy lifting for them. They go through, they file the taxes, and it's simple. You can do this too. Tax season does not have to cause anxiety or stress. It's super simple. All you need to do is number one, download the free ultimate tax deduction cheat sheet so that you have that information right at your fingertips as you're assigning your expenses to different tax deduction categories. And then number two, just implement a simple bookkeeping system. Guys, do not make this harder than it has to be. I'll link to my top video that talks about the bare minimum that you need to track for your bookkeeping records to be complete and organized for tax season. And also feel free to check out my free 5-minute bookkeeping method webinar that will break the steps down into easy things that you can do to implement your own system. Remember, you can put your own system in place to make bookkeeping in tax season as easy as it's supposed to be. You can let go of the anxiety and enjoy the peace of mind that comes with being prepared and understanding that for you, the business owner, taxes don't have to be complicated. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with a fellow entrepreneur. And if you're looking for a simple breakdown of the exact things you need to track with your bookkeeping for small business, Watch this video or check out my Bookkeeping 101 playlist.